A delegation from the British Parliament has met with President Tsai. It's the latest in a string of visits by overseas lawmakers showing their support for Taiwan. Louise Watt is live for us in Taipei. Louise, how important is this visit?
This might be President Tsai's last chance to meet with British lawmakers before she steps down in May. Now, during her 8 years in power, there's been a steady stream of delegations from Europe and the United States. They've been here to talk issues such as trade and technology, but they've also demonstrated how Taiwan has increased its Western friends, even despite China trying to isolate Taiwan on the world stage. Now, today's delegation, it's made up of members of the Labour Party, that's Britain's main opposition party, and it's significant in that that party is the favourite to win an election that's expected to be called in Britain later this year. Now, none of the members of the delegation are high-ranking, particularly in the Labour Party, but their visit here does nonetheless give officials in Taiwan an opportunity to try and glean some insights into the thinking, how a possible Labour government may approach Taiwan and China.
And what could a change of government in Britain mean for China and Taiwan?
Well, Keir Starmer, the leader of the Labour Party, he's widely expected to be Britain's next Prime Minister. He has experience of Taiwan. He's been here twice. He came in 2016 and 2018 after Tsai took power. And he came to press Taiwan to abolish the death penalty. That's an issue close to his heart. He's lobbied against it for many years. Now, on China, Starmer has said the UK needs to wean itself off Chinese technology and trade. He says that's because of national security and allegations of Chinese spying and human rights abuses. Of course, it's still unclear what a Labour government's foreign policy would look like, and policies do change. But more broadly in Britain over recent years, there has been a growing scepticism towards China. Even David Cameron, who when he was Prime Minister oversaw what was the UK's golden era of ties with China, and he visited China twice, he said last month that working with China has become a real challenge. He called it an epoch-defining challenge to work and have a relationship with a much more assertive China. And Cameron is now the British government's official in charge of foreign policy. And he says they're very worried about a Chinese invasion or blockade of Taiwan. He says that would have a calamitous effect, not just on Taiwan, but also the global economy. So whoever is the next government in London, I think it's fair to say that both Taiwan and China will be fairly high up in their foreign policy in tray.